Weight loss is more than just looking good at the pool. It also involves self-esteem, confidence. It can help you in your next job interview. If you feel better about yourself, life becomes much easier. Rêve Body Sculpting can help you. With us now is Amy Stone. Amy's going to join us once again, and we're going to talk about losing some weight, and that's what you do at Rêve Body Sculpting.
Yep, every day.
Every day.
I had a friend ask me yesterday and said, you know, how's business? And I'm like, you know what? When the pandemic, when we came back from shutdown, we had a lot of people. We've been pretty steady. I said, but the big kicker right now is that people are having to start going back to work, or they're getting the notification that they're going to have to start reporting back into the office. And they're like, oh my gosh, I've been wearing sweatpants for the past year.
And I did not realize.
And I did not realize that now I can't wear any of my work clothes, and I'm in a bind. Help me. And I love that.
And you don't want people to not recognize you for the wrong reasons. Now, if you've been to Rêve Body Sculpting, maybe they said, oh, wow, you've lost weight. You look fantastic. That's what happens. So I am really eager to show before and after pictures. But before we do, let's talk about how you achieve these results, Amy.
All right. So at Rêve Body Sculpting, we use LED light therapy. And there are 16 paddles. You can see she's having a sample treatment here. You get all 16 of those paddles when you sign up. So whether you're wanting to take care of a midsection, which is, you know, come on, 95% of the people need, men and women, need help with that midsection area. So we'll put those 16 paddles, wrap you front and back midsection. We can hit those back fat areas as well. Whether you need to work on thighs or arms or, you know, anywhere you have fat, we can help get rid of it for you. So you'll see she's all stretched out now on that Chase Lounge. There's massaging and heating features on that if you choose to use that. And
I've heard it feels good.
Oh my gosh, it's like the most ridiculously calming 20 minutes of your life for sure. But while you're laying there listening to Dr. Patrick Porter telling you about making, you know, healthy food choices, drinking more water, you're liquefying the fat inside those cells. And then I'm going to wake her up from her dreamland nap, because most people fall asleep back there, and then we'll move her over to that vibration platform that you can see there. And what that's going to do, beyond just like shake your brain inside your head, is going to kickstart flushing the fat out of those cells for you. And then she's going to have 24 hours to drink half her weight in ounces of water and be as active as you can. Walking's enough. Just think, the more you're moving around, you're sloshing all that liquid fat out of those cells. And then you're going to drink all that water and flush it out all naturally through your own lymphatic system. So it's like super easy, super awesome.
Sloshing is such a medical term. I love sloshing. It's a good, but you know, if you're skeptical, and you wouldn't be the first person that Amy's met that is skeptical. However, we're going to show you some before and after pictures. I've talked to many of your clients, so I am, believe me, 100% convinced this works. So tell me what we're looking at here, this before and after, Amy.
This was Hope. She was with us for about 4 months. She did one of the bigger packages. She did the diet. She came in twice a week for 4 months, and you can see, I mean, gracious. You can see where that apron hang started to be happening in that first picture.
Skin tightened. Yeah,
oh my gosh, yeah, it's gone now. Yeah. You can see she has a little redness or discoloration in the second picture. Those I turn like the most ridiculous flaming red. So anybody who's so yes, so she's just had a treatment there, but look at that. I mean, she had fabulous results. Did it happen overnight? No. Was it, you know, always easy? Probably not for her, but she stuck to it, and look at the difference it made. All
right, let's take a look at the next pictures here. Okay, so this is something you talk about often, that sometimes people can't see it, but yet it exists. But look at the difference.
This to me, and I've been using this in my consultations, mostly because I even called this client when I was putting together her before and after pictures, and I said, you know, I don't think that was your before picture. I think that was somebody else's, because this was only after 16 visits. And the difference it made in just the look of her skin. Not only is it helping to smooth out those indentations and that back fat, But I said, you just gave yourself 20 years back on the look of your skin. So there is a second wavelength that does help promote collagen and elastin. So it is going to help tighten the skin, smooth it out. And for her, I mean, look at the difference that made. It was in the same exact spot in my office where we took those pictures. So you can see how I was like, whoa, she had ended her package, but she signed up for another one because she was like, you know what, if it made that much of a difference there, let's start doing doing them somewhere else too.
Everyone's goal is different, but if you can achieve those goals, feel better about yourself, it goes beyond the superficial. Okay, here we got another case of back fat.
Another case of back fat, and I've told you before, and we laugh about it, but it's not always funny because I take before and after pictures and I have them do the hokey pokey and spin all the way around. I take a picture from every angle, and you know, some people don't know they have those issues in the back. I know this client in particular said, I don't care what the scale says. I don't care about what my weight is necessarily. I feel fine in my clothes. I want that gone off my back. So she was with us for about 3 months, and I mean, look at the difference it made. You know, I know, so many of us know, that back fat is virtually impossible to touch sometimes when you go to the gym. Well, I want to tighten up my back. And, of course, they're going to do certain things, but it is really hard to take care of that back fat issue. So she got herself a little kickstart and, you know, smoothed that out. It's amazing.
All right, let's take a look at another picture here. Yeah, here we go. So abdominal area, everyone's goal is different, but to me, like, for instance, I just don't think the before picture is that bad, but, hey, if you're uncomfortable, you want to feel more confident, I understand.
Right. And I tell people when I show them this picture too, because this just happened about a month ago, and she was a skeptic. She was probably my biggest skeptic of all. She'd whisper to my girls, I don't think this is going to work, you know. She only did 12 visits. She lost 6 inches. She did no dieting, nothing else. She was already eating healthy. She was already drinking her water. She was already active. So she was blown away after I showed her these before and after pictures. And, you know, I'm just sitting back there smiling, nodding my head.
Told ya. Everyone's goal is different. We'll take a look at some more pictures, but while we do that, not only do I want you to talk about the picture, talk about people now who are convinced they've seen the before and afters. You have a special going on right now.
I do. There's my fluffy self up there, 30 pounds heavier in the first picture. So that's how I knew Rêve Body Sculpting worked for me and that it can work for you too. We are offering 30% off of any package purchase, which is a nice little discount. Plus, you're going to get a lot of free with it. You're going to get 6 free sessions. You're also going to get a free diet plan with each of those packages, but I can only offer this for the first 10 people. Easy. Call us 502-709-4492. Please leave a voicemail. I promise Holly will call you right back. Even easier, go to RveBodySculpting.com. You can click on Get a Free Consultation up in the right-hand corner. That, too, will make you eligible. Either way is fine, but do not hesitate. We still have so much of summer left. It's not even officially summer yet, you know, so we can get you where you want to be in that amount of time. We can do it. You can lose weight and inches. You're
going to see quite a bit of difference just with a couple of visits, because that's what the light therapy does for you. Okay, Amy's advice, because we saw the before and after picture of you, you're talking the talk, she's walked the walk as well. So what is your advice today, Amy?
All right, so my advice today is to focus on healthy behaviors, not the number on the scale. I have so many clients who, when they come to me, they're weighing themselves every day, but they're not really actively doing anything that the scale should be moving for. So they're focusing too much on what that scale says. So celebrate your small goals. You know what? You were stressed out, and typically you'd reach for the ice cream in the freezer. You didn't this time. You reached for a healthier fruit, or you had a healthy snack of vegetables and hummus, something like that. Celebrate that. That's a big step for you. For other people, they might be like, well, whoop-de-doo, da day. But you know what? You celebrate those small goals for you, and then when they start becoming more accustomed, you'll start adding on even more healthy, stronger goals. And then you know, your friends at that point may be like, okay, now I get what you're doing. It's all about the psychology.
That offer is limited, so call Rêve Body Sculpting now. That 30% off, the diet session, the 6 free sessions, and the diet plan, I'm sorry. For the first 10 viewers, you have time, but call now. Okay, she mentioned celebrate. We encourage you to celebrate. We always do that. Celebrate with Caleb Kilburn. He is with Kentucky Peerless Distilling Company, and we're going to talk about some great bourbon, some great drinks, because today we are celebrating National Bourbon Day. Next with Caleb on Wave 3 Listens Live.